the age of 9, the girl had a large pregnant belly. At night, her stomach would be in severe pain. She would even vomit in the bathroom. The parents thought that their daughter was sick. They immediately took their daughter to the hospital for a checkup. During the examination, both parents clenched their fists and they prayed that their daughter would be safe. Luckily, after the examination, the girl was only slightly lactose intolerant. The parents prayed that their daughter would be safe. So, the family returned home happily. But in the evening, the girl's stomach started to hurt again. The man got up and looked at his daughter, who was lying in bed in pain. The parents took him to another hospital overnight for an examination. After a preliminary examination by a young doctor, the girl's body is not seriously injured, just some indigestion. He also said that a little medicine will almost be fine. But the mother was convinced that the doctor's diagnosis was wrong. She begged him to make another diagnosis. The doctor, however, was convinced of his diagnosis and hoped that he would not delay himself.
You calm down! You find me another doctor, you run some more tests. I'm not leaving this hospital until I know what's wrong with my daughter!
Subsequently, the hospital arranged another old doctor to examine the girl. After the doctor's examination, she said that the girl's intestines were knotted in her stomach. The blockage must be removed immediately by surgery. Watching a transparent plastic tube slowly inserted into her daughter's nose, the mother's heart cut like a knife. She wished it was herself in bed instead of her 9-year-old daughter. But after the surgery, the doctor told the two of them the unfortunate news that the girl was suffering from a serious digestive disorder. Simply put, the girl is unable to digest the food she eats. There is still no better way to treat this disease. The only way to alleviate the disease is to insert a tube to feed on nutrient solution. And this way of eating will not last long. The girl will probably leave this world in less than a year. After hearing the news, the mother was very sad, slowly walked out of the hospital. After the mother's painstaking inquiries, she succeeded in asking for the phone number of a hospital that could treat this disease. But unfortunately, after several days of telephone appointments, she was unable to make an appointment. The passing of time, that makes us aware of time. Everything in the world is afraid of time. Like this statue of Madrid. He has no fancy clothes. He doesn't even have a name. But his protruding hips is followed by a fervent following. Legend has it that touching him brings good luck. With the passage of time, it's now the brightest part of the body. Look at the wear and tear on this plate. You can tell how many days and nights his owner has played the game. And this grip, which has been on the plate for 15 years, now it's grown thin and frail. This is a supporting pole, but it doesn't block the path. Yet people always choose to go around it. As time progressed, slowly coming out of the second lane, the advertisements on this pole are a bit excessive. People have always taken to putting flyers right up. After decades of exposure to the elements, someone had deliberately dug a hole in the middle. There are even advertising stickers inside that are over 50 years old. This plastic card holder, after years of settling down, the workers' heads are printed on it. To have worn the center handrail to tears, must have been a long-time driver. This is a coin that's been in the pocket for 60 years. The pattern on it is almost gone. Can you imagine this table leg was the work of a cat? He used to rub his side against the table's thigh. It finally took 10 years of work. It took 10 years of work to chip this leg into a thin willow stump. Some people can't resist petting a dog. Even the bronze statues, thanks to the constant petting of visitors. Now it's the brightest dog in the gallery. It's a masterpiece that took over 30 years to complete. When the tree was young, its owner had a bronze arm cast and tied it to the trunk of the tree. Over the decades, the tree has grown and grown bigger and bigger, eventually embedded in the trunk of the tree. The power of time is so strong. Time can swallow everything, just as the tree slowly swallows up everything. Even though it looks like you've just eaten fast food, but it's a process that takes decades. And so, of course, do animals, like this dog who greets his owner every time his owner comes home, always bouncing his feet happily at the door, so much so that 2 footprints are worn into the mat at the door. Time never speaks, but answers all questions.
देखने